I mean, the gift keeps on coming, and yeah, our numbers don't matter that much to me. Guten Morgen, guten Abend, guten Mittag. My name is Dracorexia, and welcome back to another episode, of Valorant Analysis. Today we are going to look at, if you know it, this is like the all-important, not all-important, like a very consequential game. Like a game with a lot of consequences which resulted in a lot of things to happen. So we are looking at the playoffs game of VLT versus True Rippers. Now, because I don't want to be insulting to any organization, or I want to be like, hey, they are bad, they're so bad. I'm not going to say VLT is bad. I'm not going to say True Rippers are the best thing that ever happened on Earth. No, I'm going to say True Rippers are a very bad team and VLT is a very good team, or like the best team in the world. But being honest over here, during this game, like a little bit of a backstory I'm going to give, because as a fan who likes to watch a lot of Valorant as well, we saw this lineup, and clearly you will notice one thing which is there in this lineup, which, let's just go to it. Amatrasu. I mean, they changed him for Deathmaker. Like, Deathmaker was out, and the thing was, Deathmaker was in the audience, which was even more confusing. But according to like the VLT documentary which they released, Deathmaker was fine. He had just gone for something, and they didn't allow him to play, which resulted in, let's just say, this. So we have come to this game, and we're gonna go into this round. I think it's round 17. VLT is in the lead, so I'm now going to show this thing, and I'm going to make it a two-part thing. The first part is going to be covering the first two maps, and the second part is going to be about Haven, the map where everything went bonkers, because, spoiler alert, VLT were 9-3 above. The curse hit them again, and this time, the next video, we're going to look into how they hit with the curse. So yeah, getting into this video, as you can see right here, we've got a very default situation where you got a 3-2 split over here, and like the Astro Smoke over here, so that if players were there, they can just go like this. Meanwhile, we've got an Opper in, if I'm correct, that's Kaizen. Yeah, Kaizen, who was incredible this game, like incredible during the series. And a normal basic thing with a turret checking over here. So as we get along, we shall start here. Let's just clear everything. We begin. Oh, sorry. Yeah, now let's just get into this. So the blade comes in, detects like, hey, look, okay, and this is where things get bonkers. Doma is incredible, flies like a phoenix and gets the first pick from the end. I think the Techno was like, where did he come from? And they didn't anticipate it. So the updraft goes in their favor. They show presence at A, and they come back. Meanwhile, you can see like a little bit of presence is over here in mid, because the turret is anyway checking. So like, you know what, the turret will tell us if anybody is going through doors. Meanwhile, the Astro Smoke is put here, which was a fake, just slowing it down. And they're like, hey, look, I don't think you see anybody. The Prowler comes just to detect somebody, nobody's been detected. And Kaizen gets a pick because, well, they didn't smoke up again. So Kaizen goes, and like we had stated in the video about Orangutan, you get an op shot and you go back. But the hell of flank is not known, because, well, they didn't anticipate. And immediately the execution on site is here, because the Killjoy is, the ultimate is here. So there you can see the flank from Hell of Work. Amaterasu gets another pick. And because of the lockdown, you can see that they had to push back. Kaizen had to push back. So now it's a 2v4. They're trying to get some shots in, like, hey, can we just get one pick? Hell of is like, nope. You go down. Excali gets another. And now it is a 1v4. You is all alone. Excali gets him. And that is match point for VLT. And that is how it was. Like the games, there was a really good map even before to this. Like, we're going to see the last map. Even before that, there was a map, I think so, like, if you want to see this video per se, around I had written it down, like 39th minute, is when, like, you could see, like, VLT doing the defense very well, using the form of an Astra wall to just get the defense. Like, hey, look, we're not going to allow them to plant. And it was, like, you're not going to allow them, they're going to allow us to defuse, but we're not going to allow them to stop us. And that is how you can see. So you can see we're quickly going to go forward, because it is the last round, and we go into here, we go ahead, and let's just stop. And now we go back into this. Let's just have a look at the map. Currently, you can see right here, apology for the train noise, again, not a studio in my room. Kaizen has gone aggressive, because now you can see like they're like, hey, look guys, we need to just push through, we need to get this on. So Kaizen has gone aggressive. KO is again with the turret. KJ is here because all the util is here, and meanwhile, it's looking like a 4 split. The smoke is available, but let's see, what do they do? Do they react? Do they call back the smoke, or do they make like a permanent smoke? The blades are out. There is a temporary smoke. Quaizen goes in, misses the first shot, gets flashed, and well, there is support for him to get. But guess what? It just doesn't work, and as you can see, Kaizen right now, they're showing him. He knows it's over, and he could just accept it. Disturb gets 1, but again, they know where you are, so it's like, okay, guys. Doma's like, okay, I can do something about the Killjoy. Ultimate comes into play, and this could be one where you can get control. But as you can see, there's already a... Just look at Excali on the map. You can clearly see that he's here waiting for the flank. Like, they don't even know he's here. But they could detect somebody is there. The Nailstorm comes in, and well, that is that. And now you can clearly see them trying to waste time, trying to make something out of it. Doma just with a 4K, and that's that. And VLT get the first map. So it's not like a game where Amaterasu played where VLT weren't doing great. Like, let me just be honest over here. It's not like this guy is at fault over here, which I don't think so, because he played quite well in this game. But now we are going to go to the next map, which is Split. And we are simply going to go to... One second, I'll take you all here. Just give me a minute. And yeah, like I was saying, we are back. Also, I'm just trying to figure out the audio quality. Should I be a bit more louder, but not be a bit more louder? Because I just want to make sure. So, this is where we come to Split. The score is 12 in the favor of True Rippers. Yeah, I mean, I wish I could show. I mean, yeah, it's Fino here. Thank you. Thank you. I really like the animations by Nodwin. They're doing a good job in the production. So, yeah, you can see over here, again, kills have been distributed. And same here. Velocity are trying, but I think the True Rippers, I think it was 9-9. And True Rippers are like, you know what? No, 8-9, and True Rippers just came like bam, 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 bam. Gets 4 maps in a row, and it's match point. And rounds in a row. So what do we see over here? True Rippers on the attack. You can see a very similar. They're going to be a Skydog, which is going to come over here. Just get a bit of present. Race Boombot could be put over here just to get some present. Because it's 5 seconds, nothing much can be done. Meanwhile, a KO knife can be put over here somewhere just to like detect somebody. So let's see what happens. I am just going to go back. It's a very interesting now because it seems like mid control is something which is crucial, because you can clearly see that, okay, so instead of the dog, he goes for the flash, and if anybody's blinded, then you could see, like, how do I put it? Derma pushed a bit aggressive, and already somebody checking over here. But Kaizen, like I said, he was good this game, and he just made sure, like, hey, look, I am going to be better than this. Like last game, you could see he was 18 kills and 15 deaths, and 7 assists. So that goes to show that he was incredible. Meanwhile, right now, if we take a pause, look at the map, you can see this, and this is very clearly seen. Viper has not moved, so it's like, hey, I'm going to just look over here because anybody can be here. Meanwhile, Raze has gone to mid because these people showed presence in mid, and there were 3 people here, so everybody, each of the VLT players are like, yep, I'm coming here. And now the guys are like, you know what, let's just backtrack a bit. They anyway know that there's nobody coming as a flank over here because, well, there's a camera, and at the same time, the tripwire is also there. And the Astra Smoke has not been used till now. So, all in all, True Rippers has no much knowledge about the map. Because they don't. They only have knowledge that in mid there was 1 person, and now they don't know what is happening. Is there anybody has ropes? Anybody has this? No, we didn't know. So now we can move forward and let's see what happens. The Viper wall is the defensive one this time. And the Seekers have come out. So now they know where they are. So all the smokes have been put just like to use, and well, now they know where they are. So now a B push comes into play, and that is where it goes bonkers. I think so they were just like, yep, whiffing a bit more shots. Techno gets a run and gun, just doesn't get helpful, and well, it's a 2v1. After the Seekers came into play, I'll just stop over here. After the Seekers came into play, I think so they're just like, hey, look, not over. After the Seekers came into play, again, I'm repeating myself so many times, it was like, hey, look, they all are mid. So like, okay, guys, they're mid. Push. Like, immediately push onto B. And that's what was going to happen. But now, True Rippers are on an eco. Or they don't need to be on an eco, but I believe they're like, you know what, we can give away 1 map. But no, there's a timeout. So, let's just wait. And I'm going to just fast forward ahead because I think so it was like a choice of either we eco this round and pray to God that we get it, which they do, and they're doing just that. Meanwhile, Amatras is on a judge, because why not? And so let us see what happens over here. Again, the Sky Flash comes into play. Helif is playing a bit more aggressive, but the Aftershock comes into play. And again, we stop right here. We go back, and you can... Okay, this is not a nice view. I'll stop it right here. Again, there is no presence over here, or there's no presence or any form of ace. So Amritras is like, yeah, I'm gonna just chill up, take the orb, farm my ultimate. That is what he could do. Get the orb and try to hopefully get 2 picks. Ultimate for the final round, which would be very useful on the defense. So well, you have shown all the presence here, so that these guys are like, you know what, let's just clock them. And even Doma's like, yep, I'm coming to support, because they thought, it's going to be another B hit. Well, is it a B hit? Let's just see. There's a little bit of sharpness. They are playing on an eco, so Kaizen getting in so deep is so useful because they have to do something about it, and immediately the traits come into play. Doma gets another, and yeah, Disrupt is all alone. He knows that there's not much he can do, and he goes down, and it's 12-11, and now VLT need another round to get it, and this is going to be the last, how do I put it, not the last, but this is going to be one more map that we just look into, because we have to see if VLT have got it in them. Like how they say, you have got the dog in you. Like just make sure. So we know in the 2 rounds, the first, when they had their full economy, the Troopers goes through mid, and I think so VLT even clocked on that. So again, if you have a look, what might happen is this time we might not look at the thing, we'll just look at the map, what happens on the map, because let's just look at the map. We start on the mini map and we immediately go into play, and you can clearly see how the movements of the Sky Flash comes in, player gets detected, mid press is again shown, and now we come back. Hey, this time the difference is Disrupt is trying to just be here waiting for the flank. He's like, you know what, guys, you're not showing any presence at you. Let me just flank over here. Being Cypher, you have a lot of universal presence, so I'm gonna flank. Meanwhile, the guys are again going through mid, but VLT know that, and they are again like just checking like, hey, can anybody be here? If not, Doma's gonna go aggressive, and guess what? I think so that's what just happens. Helif and Doma are just there waiting for the picks, and they realize nobody's there. They both have their ultimates, so that's like, I think so, yeah, Doma has his ultimate, so you can push through. Helif could have gone for the orb, but they push back again. They're like, you know what, guys, no detection found over here, let's just go back. Meanwhile, Excali is rotating back to A because they don't know what is going on. Because these guys are nowhere to see. Nobody's mid, there's no smokes mid. Doma is not seeing anything. Doma sees one, uses his ultimate, trying to get the blast, doesn't get, and yeah, the ult just goes to waste. But again, he could be able to detect like, hey, look, there's some people. Ayu is low. So now Kaizen is like, you know what, I'm going to use my ultimate. Meanwhile, there was so much noise that was being made that, like what we mentioned in the last 2 maps, that no presence at A. Guess who's here? Disrupt. So now Disrupt is like, you know what, I'll just creep in a little bit slowly. I can go here slowly. I can go wherever I want. The spike is still here. The wall is also gone. And this time, because presence at B, VLT has rotated. They're rotating. They're like, you know what? We think it's a B push. Let's just go all man in. But little do they know that True Rippers were acknowledging of what happened last time. But guess what? The rotate doesn't come into play. And now they're just like, hey guys, there's no presence here. What is going on? Because another K1 knife got detected. So Kaizen is low, and now he's just going to be a bait. It's like, you know what? If I die, I die. And Kaizen gets 2. And now, you're in a very funny situation because there is 60 minutes left on the clock. Kaizen has just cleared out B. But the spike has rotated all the way to A. And now Excali is isolated. And here is EC1S. So now what's going to happen? The kills come in. Whip is like, yep, nobody's on site. Nobody's been detected. But guess what? EC1S gets him, and now there's 9, 8, 7. EC1 has to stay alive, but he doesn't. He could have camped, but he doesn't. And as you can see right here, all of them are happy because we go to, what do we say, the end of this game. I'm so sorry, I'm just going to clear this out. I'm going to pause it here and I'm just going to talk a bit because we have come to a point where VLT had the opportunity to go to overtime. They tried their level best, but it just didn't happen because EC1S was just like, I'm going to play on my aim and not waste time. He could have used, let's see if he could have any more ability that he could have used. Let's just have a look. So he has one flash. He has both of his flashes. He gets the kill. He's got 8 seconds left. He's got 2 of his flashes. He uses only 1. Oh, he could have camped it out. But yeah, there you go. So that is the end of the 2 maps of Split, which I felt was the most important to show, of Pearl and Split, of VL2 versus True Ripples. In the next part of this, we'll be looking into, like I was saying, I mean, this is like the part 1 of the video, and I just want to know that there's going to be another part. I'm going to let you know. And in that, we're going to dissect as to like what went wrong on the final map of Haven, which is VLT's home turf. Like, they are known to do very well. So how did the comeback be close? What were the reasons? And how much do you need to think about like when you're playing? So yeah, that's that. And I'm going to leave you to this. So hope you all have a good day. Take care, be safe, and see you on the next one. Peace and goodbye.